All right, everybody. Another day, another record. Hey, look, we've been getting spoiled with 400-meter hurdle world records since Dalilah Muhammad took that first chomp at the bit with her and Sydney McLaughlin in that race at the USA Trials in 2019. Then again in 2019 at Doha World Championship. Have y'all noticed that every single semi or every single qualifying, so American Championship and then the World or Olympic Championships, it's been a world record? We've been going on a huge streak. 2019, 2021, 2022. Will it continue that way? At some point, there might be a limit. But until then, this is going to be crazy. And before I get into what's next for Sydney McLaughlin, y'all smash that like button. I'm your host, Nick, and this is Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And as always, be blessed, stay rich. We're going to be up here, a combination factor of we're pushing to be number one in sports track and field coverage and analysis, but also in building people up, because I don't just talk about the sports aspect. We're going to talk about building people up here. Now, what's next for her? Well, when she came through this, she went from being surprised last year and the year before, whatnot. She went from being surprised right here to being like, now I'm going to go to 49. I already saw that it looked like she was holding back a little bit here. She looked a bit too relaxed. So that means her round training was just there. Because, you can look good and that's still your max. But this didn't look like this was her max, even for a rounds race. This looked like she was still, holding back just a bit, and she could go further. Maybe a few tenths of a second below. I don't think breaking 50 seconds here, no. Because she was still moving. But in a one-off race, I would like to see that one. I'd like to see that one. But it'd probably be better for world record bonuses if she just keeps doing it in the rounds and these championships. But she said she wanted to go 49. That's not unexpected at this point. Now, what else can she tackle? Can she tackle the 100-meter hurdles? We're not saying world records here. But in order to look at what she can do, let's look at who's coaching her. We got to give the flowers to the coach. And remember, I said I was going to cover coaches here. We're going to do a video on Bobby Kersey. But, man, he's worked with Jackie Joyner-Kersey, Gail Devers, Flo Jo, Allison Felix, Karan Clement, Michelle Perry, Sean Crawford, Joanna Hayes, so on and so forth. We can keep going down the list of all the people that he has worked with. Corey Carter, she became the world champion in the 400 hurdles. So if we're looking at this, we got to look at the caliber of the coach as well. And the reason why I bring him up here is because he's worked with so many hurdlers, from short hurdlers to long hurdlers, and people with so much range, okay, because they can do short and long hurdles, right? Like Allison Felix has range as well. Flo Jo had range from the 100 all the way up to the 400. So that means Sydney McLaughlin at 22, she's obviously being developed to have range, because she's over here putting in work at the 100 hurdles. She's putting in work at the 100 hurdles, and I would not be surprised if she's eventually going to break 11 seconds in that 100. Now, will she be able to get a world record in something like that? Now, that's a question mark. I can't just say that she's going to be able to do it. But guess what? She's going to be able to run the 4x1 all the way up to the 4x4, as she's already doing the 4x4. We're looking at her on world record watch in this 400-meter dash to get below that mark of 47.6 seconds. I think we'd be remiss to say if she could run a 49 in the 400 hurdles, then she most definitely should be able to run a 47.60 and below in that 400. But what else? The 200 is going to be at in her realm. She's got a 22:39 back from 2018. Can anybody say that she probably can't run faster than that? I gotta say she's likely to run faster than that. Can she break 22 seconds? We'll see. But I think she can medal in everything from the 2, the 4, the 4x1, the 4x4, and depending on the year, it's just they're way just too fast. She's probably got to focus on it a little bit more or move down to it, because we see 400-meter athletes, a Sharika Jackson, a Fred Curley, a Usain Bolt, and so on and so forth, moving down from the 400. Even if in high school they were doing the 100, doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, because in the pro level they were doing all of these longer things. They're moving down from the 400 down to the 100 and being able to do numbers, right? The Jamaicans are just very fast. The USA is very fast. So I gotta say, it's hard to see that. But what do you guys think is next for a Sydney McLaughlin, other than the most obvious things, which are the 400 and 400 hurdles, the 400 world record and the 400 hurdles? Do y'all think that she can put in some work in the individual 200? Do y'all think she could put in some work in the individual 200? Do you think we'll see her on a 4x100 meter relay as well as that 4x4 in the same championship? Because remember, is she going to do that very hard to do but rare 100, 200, 4x1, 4x4? Is she going to do something like that? Do you think that we're going to see her at a championship to do something like that, or even more rare, do 5 events and be able to medal in all of them? Now, I don't think we've seen anybody get a gold medal in the 1, 2, 4x1, and 4x4. We've seen 3 medals and a silver from Flojo. And then we've seen other athletes, Merlin Adi, be able to get medals in multiple of those. But can we see, and we've seen other athletes too. I think it's only about 4 athletes that have done that type of quartet, I think. I don't know what the medal count is for that, but 4 different events like that in the sprints, and then be able to medal in all of them, whether it was gold or any other combination. So I'm very excited. I think what's next, she's eventually gonna punch into that 200. She's gonna punch into that 100 hurdles, and she might even punch in that 100 flat. I think those are the natural progression, given the coach that she's with, given what Allison Felix was doing. We got to look at what the profile is of the other athletes there. She's got the range already. She's got the talent here. Here's the ability. Here's the ability for Sydney McLaughlin. She's got that ability. So Bobby Kersey, so long as he lives, if he's coaching her, I see that he's developed a program that is there, and people really just got to be buying all of the this is, I'm not getting sponsored by this at all, but definitely if there are running programs out there for people, they better be just buying up anything, any little snippet that he's revealing. Y'all better be buying this up for your high school, for your collegiate athletes, for any pros that you're working with. I mean, I was working with pole vaulters from beginner to Bubka is what I got for the pole vaulters, and we got people that were not even be able to get over 10, not even be able to get over the minimum bar in high school, and then almost make that state meet. But we had multiple athletes, only 2 can be sent at the high school level, and technically they likely would have qualified had we not had the other athlete on our team. But we got people like that. Then we got, records being broken over and over just from me absorbing that, and working with another pole vault coach, of course. So definitely listen to what Bobby Kersey has to say, because the multi-events, the hurdle events, the man is on beast mode. That's what I got to say here. I think we're going to see something special from her in not only the 400, but just being able to maybe do what nobody has done before and get that 4 gold medals in some combination of those events. Maybe she can't do it in the 100, but maybe she does it in the 100 hurdles, right? Maybe she can't do it in the 200, but she does it in the 400 hurdles. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you like to support our channel, always you can check the description here for PayPal, Cash App. And we'll see you on the next video. Peace.